What beat was on? I don't know.
Idea.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Watch Autumn Keto Morning Live. My name is Autumn. This is my husband, Richard. And we go live here on our YouTube channel, Watch Autumn Keto, every Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 9:30 a.m. Eastern. And then on hashtag Whack Wednesday, we go live at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. But we're glad to be with you here on this Monday. We invite you to subscribe to our channel, Watch Autumn Keto. Ding that notification bell so that you get notified whenever we go live or post a new video, right? Which we got a couple coming out this week. We got the Keto Crate, full day of eating, just some, hashtag randos. So make sure that you know whenever we post a new video. We also invite you to join us on our Facebook group called Whack Daily Keto Updates. You can click the link in the description box below to be taken to the Facebook group. There is just there's just an array of motivation and inspiration on that thing over there, right? So it is from the community, not me, the community. Keeps that thing going, man. The community be inspiring me. I'll be like, gosh, the Whack fam is on it right now, right? We also invite you to join us live in Louisville, Kentucky, September 17th through the 19th for Keto Palooza. It is a keto family reunion event like no other happening, like I said, in Louisville, September 17th through the 19th, presented by Keto Chow this year. And you can click the link in the description to get some tickets to that. So
wonderful Keto Chow.
Yes, wonderful Keto Chow. You can get 10% off your Keto Chow purchase by clicking the link in the description box below as well.
That's a deal.
Yeah, something to think about, right?
In the link.
Yes, in the link. Yeah, now it's down there. Yep, exactly. Hop into the comments. Gina's here. It says, happy Monday fun day. You right, everyone. How the HE double hockey sticks are you? I'm feeling good. Felicia's here. Says, good morning, Whack fam. Have a great day on purpose. Ooh. Now that you said that, I will. I was just gonna let it happen to me, but now I'm gonna do it on purpose, Lord. Absolutely. Hooten is here. Says happy Monday, fun day, morning, awesome Whack fam. I hope everyone has had a wonderful day. We will have a wonderful day with them hearts and that bacon and that meat piece. That's whatever right there. And then the cartwheel emoji. So yes, I'm all for that. Sarah's here. Says hello, peoples. Hi, Sarah. How you doing? TC's here. Says good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
He's here. Says meh Monday. Why am I awake? Duh, because we're here. It is not a meh Monday. It is a marvelous, mandatory, meaty Monday. Thank you very much.
How did you know that?
Because somebody be saying it all the time. God. Kelly's here. Says good morning. Like button smashed. Way to like that smash button. Yes. That's what I was going to say there. Yes. Thank you. Latanya said, good morning, everyone. Such an amazing individual. Brianna said, good morning, friends. This summer needs to slow down. How is it August 9th already? Don't remind me. Like, that is cray.
No, that's the thing about my birthday is
it's all downhill from
it. It also marks the end of an era. Every year I was like, it's my birthday. It's back to school.
No. Oh, my God.
It's also back to school.
Brian said, great morning, y'all. Time to get this party started. Yes, you're right. Ooh, with the hat and all the food.
Definitely means
absolutely.
Back to the
Gigi's here. Says, good morning, Mr. and Mrs. How are you today? Feeling great. Tanya's here. Says, good mythical Monday morning. I've never watched an episode of that show. Sylvia, good mythical morning. It's a YouTube show. Do they still have that? Nice. Like, it was one of the first huge, things, steady. Sylvia said, good morning, everybody. Wishing you a fantastic Monday. Thank you so much.
Start off with a bang.
Yes, absolutely. Kelly Keith is here. Says, good morning, everybody. Mary T said, good morning, all. It's Monday. Good thing I come here. I would never know what day it is. It's common for the retired affliction cooler day today. Finally, that's good. It's either like retired or like entrepreneurs, like all the days run together. It's just like, what day is today? So honestly, if I wouldn't have to go to the shop on Mondays, I probably wouldn't know that it was Monday either. But I was like, Monday is shop day, which we spent a good amount of time there yesterday too. Hello. So
to own a business.
Exactly. Yay. Was it? Or did we just do what we had to do? Dr. Wise is here. Says, good morning, Whack fam. Hello, doctor. Glad that you are here today. Sheila said, good morning, Autumn and Richard and all my Whack fam. Hi, Sheila. How you doing? Joe Ray's here. Says, good morning. Betrey is here. Says, hi, all. Shelby said, girl, was there no Keto Foodies Unite? There wasn't. And part of me in my spirit was like, should I open up the room? But A, I hadn't talked to Chef Michael beforehand. And then B was like, well, if there's no room, that means I can ride my bike and listen to my pop music. So that's what I did. I rode my bike and I listened and sang very loud to my pop music. So
very fun.
Yeah, so I looked for the room for about 10 minutes, and then I was like, well, guess this isn't happening. So Susan's here, says, good morning. Yes, with the cartwheel emojis. Yes.
You're very in your zone this morning.
I was. Sandy's here, says, good, glorious morning. Hi, Sandy. I was.
Good morning, Sandy.
Kelly said, I was sad with no Clubhouse. Yeah, there was Clubhouse from 7 to 8 for Keto Saved My Life.
Yes,
and then at 8 o'clock, I was just like, oh, where's the room? I don't know. And, it'd be like that sometimes. Sometimes we have a late weekend.
Sometimes somebody sleeps in.
Miriam's here, says, hey, lovelies. I hope you all have a great day. Hi, Miriam. I'm so glad you're here. Thanks for joining us.
Miriam.
I know Gigi said, Autumn, have you been in the liquid caffeine again? So I'm hyped. I really think it's due to like all the amazing music I was just listening to. Like, I was pumped up. So
plus you did a workout, so you were spinning.
Exactly. I did have my caffeine drink. Don't get me wrong, but I be having that every day, and it don't necessarily have this effect. But like the music.
Yes, Gigi, you're correct.
No, it was the music.
No, okay.
Pamela's here, says morning. Jerry Van West is here, says good and blessed Monday, my tribe. Absolutely. I will have a good and blessed Monday. Thank you so much. Renee's here, says good morning, Autumn and Richard. So he said, you stole my line. I'm so proud of you. My little Autumn is growing up. Hashtag meat heels. I thought that said meatballs. And I was just like, either way, both are okay.
When he doesn't have that, when you don't have that energy.
Don't worry.
She can pull it out.
I got you, okay? Like, I got you. Y'all supposed to keep me going, remember that?
Monday.
Exactly. Never a meh. Dana said, good morning, my wonderful whack fam. My birthday is tomorrow with the Leo. Looking forward to it being the last day of being non-keto. Gonna give myself the gift of getting healthy again and back on track. Hashtag goals. I love that for you. Absolutely. Do it.
Go, Dana.
Matreya said, right, I'm not ready for fall. I am ready for fall. Kat's here, says, good morning. Not quite awake yet.
We're not stopping it from coming. So.
Yeah, we're not.
Just embrace the days we got left.
Do you know what I realized? Like, I don't know, like,
back to winter.
Don't get all sentimental and stuff like that. But like, when I realized now that I've like met my person, I don't care about the passage of time anymore. Like, it's not like, oh, Christmas already. It's just like, I don't care. Like, I don't care if it's August, September, October. Like, it's just like, I'm going to live all the times with my husband here. Like, I used to be like, oh my God, it's almost next year. Why? Because it's like, I'm turning older and I'm single, or we don't have any kids, or like, oh, I still don't, like when you, thank you. Okay. When you have things to accomplish, I can feel like you don't want to, it feels like the time is expiring, right? But when you realize that there is no end and there's no destination, because I used to be like, oh, it's almost Christmas and I haven't like gotten back to my goal weight, or I haven't lost weight. Like, who cares? On January 1st, I'm just going to be doing the same thing again. So it's like, there is nothing wrong with the passage of time, right? So that's kind of how I feel.
Also, it can't stop.
Exactly. What's going to be sad about it? Like, you can't.
It's a
You're right. You cannot.
That's the only constant.
You cannot stop it. Yes, Gigi said it.
If only we were all
happy early birthday. Yes, exactly. Happy birthday. You have to tell us all about it. Jerry Van West said 2.5 months until Halloween. I love those emojis. That is early, but I absolutely love that.
That's when the scary stuff comes out.
Yes.
All the scary movies and whatnot.
Yeah, I can't do it. I can't wait for the Christmas movies. I mean,
just hop over there.
Exactly. Just skip over it. Susan said, when we first came home, I was working almost every day. I lost track of what day it was. Yeah, that's also the case too. I've worked from home for years at this point, right? So like, I've always had access to my work computer. So what is a weekend? Like my routine didn't really change a lot.
That's absolutely true.
Peggy said, good morning. Another chance to do better. Yes, it is. Amen. So yes. Sarah said, my birthday always fell on the first week of school where I live. I loved it. No homework, laid back and seeing people after 3 months. So our birthday's in the summer. So like we rarely had school friends at our birthday parties. It was more of a family thing, right? Like a barbecue sort of thing, right? And that was really fun. But I used to remember going to maybe like school friends' birthday parties. Be like, oh, we don't really do this.
No, that's the thing about me. It's like having a summertime birthday. It's like you never get any of those joys that you get when you're like, hey guys, it's my birthday.
Yeah, like you get to walk into school. Yeah, and say it's your birthday.
I never had those.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, it was always just my family for my birthday.
The warden said, good morning, y'all. I'm here until IT fixes my PC. Have you tried turning it off and on again? That is one of my favorite lines from the It Crowd. It is a British workplace comedy about people that work in IT, and it's great. Thank you for calling IT. Have you tried turning it off and on again? Thank you for calling IT. Have you tried turning it off and on again?
I mean, power down, power up. That's a real thing.
It really does work.
It's not a throwaway line.
It's really not. My granny be thinking I can like fix everything that happens, and I just turn it off, let it sit there for a minute, turn it right back on.
We have a saying.
She was like, "How did you fix this?"
I call it like the gremlins that got into the systems. Just power down, power up.
Yes.
That one of those gremlin days.
Yes.
They're just getting into the wires.
I, on the other hand, do not attribute mythical or like creatures to when things are like technologically broken. They're just technology. No, but I know. But no, here's the thing. Like for some reason, it really bothers me, and they used to do this at my old job all the time. When people give like lifelike or human characteristics to technology, like this computer hates me, or the system's just being mean to me, or the system's acting all wonky. It's doing something weird to me. Like. No, it's a machine, right? There's a logical explanation. You might not know what that explanation is, but there's it has no intent, right? So it's just
we always just say like there's stuff in the wire.
Yeah, and I mean, and I get it. Like Gremlins High, that's cute, but people used to be like, "Oh, this computer hates me," and I'm just like, they don't work like that. Turn it off and on again,
Those make the job fun.
Yeah, so they would just be like, this. When they would always say like, it's just doing this to spite me, and I was like, you wish something hated you enough to spite you. Like it doesn't care. That's how I felt.
Everybody has to be in their own.
Maitreya said, I probably should try to exercise, but I'm super tired. It was hot outside yesterday and emotional at the charity cancer ride. Oh, well, I mean, you should recover today.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
that's awesome.
When we did the pre-walk, the bridge.
Yes.
Very tired.
Yes, it was tiring. I got worn out the whole day. I did not realize how difficult it would be to like do the simulated walk across the bridge. Well, not simulated. We actually did that walk.
It was very fun.
Gigi said, okay, the music, wink, wink. It was the music. Mary T said, I guess it goes without saying, but I'm looking forward to fall. Heat is coming back, but today we can feel fall in the air. Mother Nature is just messing with me. I know, right? Don't get too excited. We had a week like that last week where it was like, ooh, I'd open the doors to let the dogs out in the morning and be like, oh, it's breezy. It feels great. No, we're back to humid. So,
well, I mean, that's the thing is we won't have that long to enjoy it before it becomes bitter cold.
Yeah. You just skip right over it. No, I feel that.
We're losing fall.
Maitreya said, I do all that biking. Yesterday, I tripped in my yard and scraped my knee. Oh, man, no, I bike on the inside bike. So.
I mean, well, that's the hazard of biking on the outside.
The warden said, I've already started decorating for Halloween and posting TikToks for it. You're amazing. So, oh, my gosh. Dana said, happy birthday to me. Tomorrow, the kids go back to school. Now, that's a present right there. So, wow. Oh, my God. Tanya said, good mythical morning. It's still going strong since 2012. Wow, they're coming up on 10 years. Quirky shenanigans abound. So happy for them. So
there you go.
Yes. Mary said the next thing you know, you'll be talking about the passage of 30 years time. Years will fly by in a happy marriage. I know, right? We already been married for 30 years. That's all the time. We done spent all that time together already. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. He does too much. I take it all back. Tanya said, "Oh." Mom's here, says greetings and salutations, WAG fam. Hi, Autumn. Hi, Richard.
Yay.
Hello, Christina. How are you today? I hope you're doing good. TC said, when you're in doubt, reboot. You're right. I mean, just turn it off and turn it back on.
That's a real thing.
Yes. Jerry Van West said, I love the it crowd. Yes. Richard Iowade, is that his name?
Well, that's a good
Either
guess.
way, Moss is hilarious. And then we saw the Irish guy, like he would actually be, is he Irish? He would actually be in like some American things I saw years after that. I'm like, I remember him. And sometimes he would have his accent. Sometimes he wouldn't.
Didactic memory.
Eidetic.
The
The warden said, yes, we have to restart before calling them. I love that. Like, try your own troubleshooting.
Yay.
So, yes. Yes. He said gremlins in the machine. Yes, exactly. Sheila said, I work IT and just love the it crowd. Yes, I absolutely love that.
Yeah,
Susan said, I had a computer science teacher that told us to hug our computers. Kelly said yes until Skynet takes over. Yes, I do understand that computers don't have intention as of now, right? There are some computers in the world that do have intention, but the little PC that you got for your job is not one of them,
they're
right?
Self-aware.
So, Jessica said, morning, watching all without volume because I'm on a call. My lip reading is a work in progress. Hi. Hey, girl. How are you? How are you? Good? Hope you're doing good. Okay. I did my part. I helped. If you can't read that, then that's on you, girl. I did my part. So
you're so adorable.
Yes, Shelby said, well, I hope Chef Michael's okay. Have we checked on him? You know, that's actually a good point. I didn't go to like, oh no, something must be wrong. I was like, he probably had too good of a time.
Yeah,
he probably slept in on a Monday. So you're right. I should text him, right? So yeah, and I also haven't checked, like, you know, you could check somebody's Insta stories to be like, you know, oh, how are they? Oh no, they had a good time, you know.
That's it.
The warden said we celebrate our 8th anniversary at the end of this month. Seems like yesterday, but also like we've been together for 50 years. I heard that. I'm like, you again? Gosh, every day it's the same person.
Excuse me.
That's awesome. Chris is here. Says, hey guys, ear hustling here. Absolutely. Yes, that is the phone number. I wasn't even going to try to sing it because that's the it crowd. Oh my gosh, Chris. Of course you know it. Brianna said, turning it off and back on works on people too. Get a good night's sleep and you feel better. Oh, that's a word right there, Brianna. That is a word.
Speaking into the atmosphere.
Yes, Gina said the answer to all life problems, turn it off, wait 5 minutes, turn it on, and try again. You're right. Man, Sheila said, Jim and I celebrate 39 years on the 14th. My dad said I had to be 18 when I got married, so I picked 10 days after my 18th birthday. Wow. You got married when you were 18? That's crazy.
Not only that, but it's like the right one.
Exactly. What a choice to choose to grow together.
I've had a couple of friends of mine in high school that did that.
Yeah.
They're
still together.
Well, a couple. Like, there was like one.
I got some high school sweethearts in my family.
A good chunk of them.
No, yeah, don't work out.
You're
right. You're right.
6
I
years.
know middle school sweethearts. They were dating in middle school, and all I remember
through college and everything.
I remember in high school, she would just talk about her boyfriend who went to a different school. Her boyfriend. We're like, shut up, we get it. He goes to a different school. They even went to different colleges and everything. But now they are married with 5 kids. Wow. I mean, like
through the distance.
Now they're together. But you know,
college though.
Yeah,
college distance is a real thing.
Yes, it is. And I mean, they made it through the whole. I was like, my God.
Story.
And yeah, no, it's great. But I'm just like, we get it. That's your boyfriend. That's your boyfriend. Like,
guys, that part.
Skip that part. Sarah said, it's never too early to celebrate Halloween. All the other holidays is too early. We need those days where we just need to be dark without repercussions. I just want to feel evil today.
There's a huge
Jeremy said, dang, I dropped my coffee mug one too many times. The lid is now broken. Oh, that's sad. Snap. That makes my heart hurt. So. Wow, Joe Race and my parents met in middle school, still together and in love. Ain't that crazy?
Every so often.
That is nuts.
Every now and then.
Congrats for you all.
Becomes reality. It's just that destiny. Destiny takes hold.
Your parents were young, but they were like out of high school, right?
Well, I think 18, 17, 18.
Did they go to the same high school?
Yes.
Okay,
they did,
so they might have
met each other freshman year.
Do you know? But do you know? I also know if there are multiple couples from my high school that they were not together in high school, and then years after high school,
they got back together.
No, they were never together.
Oh,
it's just like, oh, we went to high school together at the same time. Like, you can't call that high school sweethearts. No, you can't. I actually know 2 couples of,
especially if you weren't sweethearts in high school.
No. They met. They met like years later, and they got together and they got married. I know at least 2 distinct couples from my class. Like, we were in the same class and everything, right? I thought that was going to be the case. I dated a guy that I went to high school, like years later, I went to high school, and I was like, oh my gosh, what if we get together? It's like we would have been in each other's faces the whole time and not known, but like, Lord knows that didn't work out. So, because something else better was supposed to. So
I'll let you finish.
I know it all happens for a reason. I can't believe I didn't know you existed. You've been living here the whole time. So Brian said, for those counting, 9 days to Omaha and 38 to Keto Palooza. Oh, we're not counting. I'm so excited for Omaha. I'll take all the pictures.
Yay.
Shelby said Halloween all day, every day. I can't. I can't.
Shelby's one of those.
Pamela said, we celebrate my parents' 60 years anniversary this Sunday. Not a lot of couples can say that. That is amazing. Pamela, 60 years.
Yay.
Is it next year 50 for your parents? Or is it this year's 50? Okay, one of those. That's amazing. Dana said, me and my other half met in high school. We've been together ever since, going on 21 years. That is awesome. So absolutely amazing. So Brianna said, my dad dated some of my mom's friends in high school. They got together after graduation and been married for 42 years. Yeah, that was kind of a situation in a small town. I wouldn't say a small town like Louisville, Kentucky, but there definitely been like, oh, you know that person? Oh, wow. Y'all are friends? But I've never been one of those people that was just like, oh, you dated that person years ago, they're off limits. Like, I was just like, I'm not missing my chance for a lifelong, life mate due to some social structure thing that you think is appropriate, right? Like, I had never really been like that. So.
Yeah, I mean, but
it worked out. Turned out to be a stranger anyway, Lord. So, stranger. Who are you?
My wife.
I'm just saying. Here's my caffeine drink. So let me tell y'all about yesterday. Water? And no, it's what that's okay. It's water
with caffeine.
No, it does have caffeine, but it had the key nutrients, watermelon in there. Nice. No, it's good. And then I drank it. So this is melted ice. So that's why. Yeah, exactly. We went to the shop yesterday. We had to hang 2 doors.
Yes, we did.
So to make an open room, a privet room, and boy, do you think we should have just paid somebody or was it a fun experience? We had to go back to Home Depot 3 times to get the right tools, right? We learned a lot of lessons along the way.
Well, actually, I was telling my mom yesterday, and I was like, actually, we used every one of those tools.
We did use every one tool, yeah.
We used.
It wasn't a waste, but boy, if we could have just got them all in one trip, Yeah. But we learned a lot, and it was a teamwork makes the dream work situation. So you can
never have too many trips.
And the business paid for those tools, so it's like, oh, now we have tools that we can use if we need. But yeah, they were a legitimate business expense.
It was really nice.
It was fun.
Putting on doors with my wife.
I enjoy putting on doors with my husband. So, but it was also kind of tiring. Like it took 3 hours. And I was just like, oh my gosh.
It was actual work.
Yeah. After that, I was just like, I had all sorts of plans to be productive yesterday. And honestly, after a little while, when you were, downtown, I did get up eventually, but I spent a lot of time. You guys, unfortunately, I've gotten into another TV show, The Flash, there's 7 seasons. And do you know that's not the last season? Season 8 premieres in November. And I'm just like, it's still going. Yes, the new season. So there are 7 seasons on Netflix, and the first 5 seasons have 23 episodes each.
All of those CW shows are.
But you remember back in the day when shows had 23, 24 episode season? Yeah. Now they just have 12 to 16,
Well, I mean, it's the Netflix era now, so some might just have 8.
Yeah, cable shows only have 8 episodes in a season. So, but yeah, it's just but I started watching The Flash, and I'm just like, oh my God, this is going to be
you had to watch something.
Yeah, I did have to watch something. So it's gonna be a lot of TV. But I don't got time because 30, how many days till Keto pulls up? 38. Oh my God. So it's a lot. Mary T said we are coming up to 29 years next month. It's gone so fast. That's amazing. Yay. Shelby said military brat problems don't know anyone long enough to know what happened to them. I know, that's gotta be crazy. Yeah. I am fortunate enough, and tell me, is this rare? I went to 1 elementary school, 1 middle school, and 1 high school, my entire school career. I never switched in between grades. And, we'd have new people
I
join.
switched in middle and elementary. Just because of busing. I had to go to the neighborhood elementary school, and I had to go out to.
Holly's here, says, good morning. Ear hustling.
Town Elementary, which is 10, 15 miles away. 20.
He said my dad dated my stepdad's sister long before he met my mom. So weird. That is it. It's a small world.
Well, I mean, and if you talk about small towns, you probably date everybody.
Chris said, I'm really glad Miriam didn't know me in high school. She would not have ever dated me. For those that don't know the story, I proposed 2.5 weeks after we met. Because I waited a week. Wow, that is amazing. I do remember that. And you didn't wait long to get married, did you? I don't think so. Because we talked about that. How
that was all within a month.
Yeah, something like that. Because I remember we talk about how we met got engaged and married like within a year. And then I remember the whole Whack family was like, well, if you think that's fast, I got married in 10 seconds. And I was like, what? Like so many people, so many people were like, we got married a month into knowing each other. Like, what? That's crazy. I'm so happy for that for you. But I thought I was so unique on that one. So like, that's crazy.
You're so good.
He said, my new favorite drink is a blend of Redmond, watermelon relight, and Southern style iced tea. Watermelon tea? I bet the salt does something to that. Sarah said, my mom met my dad through a friend later in life and got married after having my older sister. To clarify, they love each other. It was at least 2 years after my sister when they got married. Interesting. Yes, absolutely. I met the love of my life later in life through a friend. I had no children to that point, but I am glad to have met him. So. Which BT Dubs, I don't ever know if I told y'all, but like it's public knowledge at this point. But like my best friend Sealark, who introduced us, like is now divorced. Like the married couple that was responsible for us getting together. He was a friend of Rob, her ex-husband. Yeah. I was a friend of Ashley, and that's how like they had an event together, which is how we met. They have subsequently gotten divorced. Yes. Good. I mean, they're both happy. It needs to happen sometimes. But I was like, oh, that's so funny. Awesome. Their marriage was the catalyst for ours, and that was its higher purpose in life was to bring us together. So
fun situation.
Chris said The Flash is a great show. It's super corny right now, but yes, I know I'm gonna love it.
That's what The Flash is, though.
Yes, it is. It is. Mary said, "Oh yeah, a new show. Do tell. What's The Flash about?" Nah, girl, it's superheroes. Like it is.
Fun little goofy.
It's like a boy that gets struck by lightning, and now he's super fast. Like
super fast superhero.
Jerry Van West said most broadcast series typically have 22 to 25 episodes. That's still like I feel like pre-strike. Like even popular shows these days.
I think even if that's the case, they chop them in half even more now.
You're right, where you get 12 episodes before. Yeah, no, you're totally right about
even
that.
Even after this 25, they don't show them concurrently.
Yes.
It's always like, stop.
The warden said we watched Suicide Squad yesterday and finally caught up on the Avengers movies. We need to watch the other Suicide Squad. Do I need to? I want to watch the first one first to compare it, or do you think we shouldn't do that?
You can if you want to.
You can if you. You see how he didn't say we can if you want to.
I mean,
that's so funny.
It's
Jerry said, yes, that's rare. My husband went to 4 different high schools. I know, right? My mom went to like 4 different elementary schools. And I'm like, oh, Christina. So.
I went to the same middle and high school.
Yes.
Switched elementaries.
Green Koki said, I have to get rid of my Skippy. I enjoyed it too much yesterday. Yeah, no PB in the house. Absolutely not. Oh, no, Chris said 6 months engaged. See, after 2.5 weeks. That's still nuts.
There we go.
Stacy said, morning, I married my high school sweetheart, got married after college, and we'll be celebrating 21 years on Thursday. Congratulations. Dr. Wise said, Shelby, I used to say the same thing, about being an Army brat, but social media has made it possible for me to reconnect with childhood friends from overseas. That's cool. So
I know a few. I mean, social media is wonderful as far as connecting with people.
Yes.
That's kind of the thing.
Pamela said, I don't think staying in one area and going to one set of schools is weird. I was a military brat and moved around a lot. Susan said, I went to the same elementary, middle, and high school. We only had one middle and one high school. So you went to school with everybody.
Small town, baby.
You're right about that. There's only one option. Yeah. So
no, I mean I know both. I've had friends who went to multiple, especially when I went to college. I talked to friends who went to all different type of high schools. It's just the life you lead.
Sheila said, I watched the Married at First Sight on Wednesdays on Lifetime. The couples meet at the altar. Love it. Oh, I know all too well about Married at First Sight. I can't believe it's still going. Because
TLC thing?
It's on Lifetime now. Because my godbrother was on Married at First Sight. He got married at first sight. Like in Atlanta, like what is it, 5 years ago? Mom, are you still watching? How long ago was it? You guys, they really don't know each other. Like I was at the wedding. Yeah. I did not get no TV time, but I was at the wedding. So they literally made you show up. I mean, we had to be there for hours and hours and hours. They made both families like show up and like you had to say whether or not you were there for the bride or the groom. Yeah. They made the groom's people sit on one side and the bride's people sit on one side. And like, we're just sitting across from each other, but we're not allowed to talk. And like, we're just looking at each other right there. So here's the thing. My godbrother is mixed, right? And so like a lot of his family was black, but some of them were white. Well, so then like people start coming in from her side and like some of them are black and some of them are white. We're just like, is she? What do you think? Is she mixed? Like, what is she? Like, we don't know. Like, because they don't let you meet. They don't.
I'm pretty sure
they
the
don't
other
let you
family
talk.
was doing the exact same
Exactly.
thing.
That's what I'm saying. That's why they're looking us up and down. Like, and then you can't tell like who's the mom, who's the cousin. Like, what will this person look like? You know. So
I'm pretty sure the bride and groom are saying the exact same thing.
Exactly. Right. So it was.
Welcome to the fun.
It was so funny, but no. So they did subsequently get divorced. You know, they had some issues to work through, but I know. I mean, well, some of them are still married. So
I'm sure that too.
Yeah.
That's called the luck of the draw.
It is. That's called the exception and not the rule.
Exactly.
I see Rhonda's here. It says, Mr. Birthday Richard, happy birthday. Your age is too rich for my blood. So I'm going to forward you and I on the same page. I love it, Rhonda. Thank you so much. He is old, isn't he? 4 dimes and 2 pennies is too much. How am I married to someone like in their 40s? But you know, I just talked about now that I done found my husband, like so what is time? What is age? So you know, I used to be so adamant against marrying someone older than me because this was when I wanted to have kids, you know, but because I was just like, I don't want there to be like this like health age, you know, like, oh, I could play with my kids and then my husband is so old. What was I thinking? Like, what was I literally thinking? Like, I met Richard, I would have thought he was younger than me. He's like, oh, I'm 40 something. And that's when I realized that age ain't nothing but a number and it's a state of mind. And also if you physically fit to the way my husband happens to be, right? That can counterbalance some things. You know what I'm talking about today?
So cute.
So yeah, so that, but you know, also when I figured out we didn't want to have kids, I was like, oh, then it really don't matter. So yes, absolutely. But no, that was pretty funny. Rhonda's here, says, hello, WAC fam. Death in the family. Have been working day and night to get reports ready for month end close. Ex-coworker left me a mess. Body breaking down. I'm exhausted. Comp day off today. We're so glad you're here. We just asked about you a couple days ago, so I'm so glad that you're here. So
push some of them well wishes in your direction.
Exactly. He said, so you caused the divorce. I did not cause the divorce. I did not cause.
Y'all were just eyeballing each other's family all up.
My gosh. Brianna said, I had the bright idea to watch The Big Bang Theory. It's 12 seasons and 280 episodes. Now that was back in the heydays of television. Yes. I watched maybe like the first 6 seasons and I just couldn't get with it after that. So it was a lot.
Just changed.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the heck out of it.
He said Suicide Squad. He goes, nah, we figured we're still gonna watch it anyway.
Well, especially the first one.
Well, the warden said they're independent, so you don't have to watch the first to get the second. However, I recommend seeing the first. Well, the way that Richard described it, it's like a redo. It's like they didn't really like the first one, so let's try to tell the story with a new cast.
I think a different director and stuff.
But is it the same story?
I don't know,
is it the same heist? Is it the same?
I think they changed a little bit earlier. Like it's the same premise.
Yes,
it's just everything changed.
Sarah said The Flash is about DC comic character called The Flash who has super speed. The show never stopped being corny.
Oh no. I mean, but that's CW. I'm
still gonna watch it though, you know.
I mean, that's like Buffy the Vampire Slayer. So, you know, it's like
you're right. That's just what it is. Oh, Joe is here. Says, hey everyone. Hi, Joe. I'm so glad that you're here. So, Joe says, I certainly don't feel 50, Joe. And maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think I look 50 either. You don't. Well, here's the thing that I realized is that as you get older, your perception of what old looks like it just completely changes. Because I'd be looking at my uncle and I'm just like, okay, if I'm 35, what's he like 47? And he's 60. And I'm like, what? Like, what does old look like anymore?
And it always changed. I mean, when we were kids, when you're teenagers, you can't even think about getting 30. You know what I mean?
Mom said Married at First Sight season 3, Trey and Vanessa. I got a lot of screen time. My mom did get a lot of screen time. She was in a pink dress. So
she's probably bumping into people like,
yes.
excuse me, where's the cameras?
That's my baby up there. No, it was oh no, Stacey said Suicide Squad is worse than the first.
Oh no.
Kelly said 30 minutes. Okay, yeah, I'm coming. The warden said no, different story, different villain, same premise.
Yeah, different stories, you know what I said. But it's the same people. They interchange the people, but I don't know. It's just weird. It's redo, but not. But yes,
Green Koki said it kicked me out of ketosis. Only 6 teaspoons worth of Skippy. That is that's 2 servings, isn't it? I'm walking right now to get back into ketosis. Didn't raise my glucose levels too high, but damn it, I know, right? See, I don't worry about that. As long as my blood sugar don't spike, my ketones will be what they will be. You know.
It just takes time,
so let's talk about yesterday.
Balance out.
Yesterday was a chicken day. I stayed completely keto, but it was not just a chicken day. Like I had some ice cream after I had my chicken. You remember all that enlightened ice cream?
Yes.
Yeah. So I was just like, you know what? I'll have some enlightened ice cream
from AD Keto.
From AD Keto, right? But it was all keto. It was essentially a yellow day, right? Then at my granny's house, she made meatloaf. So I took a couple of bites of meatloaf, you know, and I was okay with that. Like I was really okay with like not wanting to eat non-keto foods, you know, like just the fact that I'm completely okay because you still have your cinnamon bread in there. Yes. You still have some crackers and stuff in there that like now I'm getting further and further away from the thought of wanting that stuff, you know, and that's better to me. I was like, okay, if I have to have, you know, some enlightened ice cream and a couple of bites of meatloaf, then that's fine, right? So I'm realizing that my goals are just to stay keto and to work with my fasting foods like as much as possible. But yesterday was a victory to me. Today I'm having my eating day foods. And then I might just eat the ice cream till it's gone. Y'all know me. Like I do better when it's not sitting around there. Right. So as long as I give myself, you know, like a metered like ice cream, you know, it is what it is. Okay. So I stepped on the scale this morning and I was 203, right? So plus minus 0, didn't do too bad. Still got to work on moving this stuff through my system. Like I know that the more that I eat keto, the less that I have, you know, any of those carbs and sugar and everything. Plus I got back to my weightlifting this morning. So yeah, I got back to my bicep curls and everything. And so I'm moving forward. I am, you know, yesterday was kind of one of those things where we kind of talked about where even if I didn't eat my exact plan, I still ate like the chicken that I intended to eat. I might have added on top of it, but like, it wasn't like, oh, I'm off plan. Let me go find crazy things. It's like, no, the anchor was still the actual, you know, chicken meats. So
and that is the process.
Brianna said my grandparents looked at 60 looked way older than my parents at 60. Everyone is different. Yeah, I know, right? Different generations. So
and it's about lifestyle. Like how hard are you living and what you
Jeremy
doing?
West said NCIS had 16 episodes last year due to COVID, but we'll be back to normal this year. I mean, NCIS don't die though. When you have like Law and Order, SVU, like those are shows that I can't get into. Like I'm like that's too much. Exactly.
They 30 years deep.
CSI Vegas is coming back, which I'm really excited about. And then they're also doing another spinoff to FBI called FBI International, which I want to look at, right? But I will be watching the CSI reboot. I kind of watched all the other CSIs as well. D said, AJ, nothing but a number. You're right. Felicia said, I will be 54 on the 21st and definitely don't look or feel my age. It runs in the family. My mom turned 85 on the 7th. Oh, looking good. You know, my granny turns, I think 81 or 82 this year, but she keeps referring to like, you know, she keeps referring like, oh, that's a nice older lady. And I was like, you're a nice older lady. Some woman, like people that she meets at McDonald's and the Goodwill. As if they're in the next generation. I was like, no, you're a nice older lady too.
Like 106 or something.
That's older lady. When she refers to people as like she'll refer to people as senior citizens, you know, like, oh no, that's a senior citizen. And I was like,
not herself.
So are you, Mary? What are you talking about? So exactly.
Maybe she's projecting all that on her.
She's doing too much. Exactly. So yeah, senior citizens, to her, I think it's more of a state of mind. And Lord knows she ain't.
I was gonna say, I was like, I guess.
Yes. Sarah said she's 25 now. She'll be 26 on the 27th of this month. Those are fun numbers to put into place. Like that's really neat.
All back to back.
Yes. Okay. So today, like I said, regular eating day. Probably I'll have an ice cream, just but like till it's gone, right? And then I am back, like chicken and omelets and chicken and omelets and chicken and omelets and chicken and omelets.
So you're not doing the bacon and the salmon, or the bacon and
the fish? Bacon goes with the omelet. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. The fish I'm not going to be able to have because it's just, I have to figure out a better way to incorporate that into my diet. Because you remember, the omelet made me so full that I couldn't make the fish. So I'm thinking I might have to make the fish first and then eat the omelet second. But regardless, here's what I'm working on. I'm going to increase my protein sparing macros to 2,000 calories on my eating days, and then still 800 to 1,000 calories on my fasting days, 2,000 calories on my eating days, just because I want to see how much food I can get used to eating and still lose weight, because I know there is going to be a time where I have to taper it down. Don't get me wrong, that 1,800 wasn't too bad, but I still think that with the amount of calories that I burn in my exercise, I can take it up to 2,000 and still see some good results. So that's what I'm working on.
I love that you're taking the time.
D said, Autumn, please talk to AD Keto to schedule his live so I don't keep missing them. Yeah. The only reason I know about him is because he talks about them on Insta. So if you're not on Instagram, then I can definitely see that.
Yes.
But yeah, no, that's good. Scheduling his live. That has really been a game changer for me too. Thanks everyone, Chris, Heath for finally, shaming me into doing that. But okay. Have a great day, everyone. And we'll talk to you on #Whack Wednesday. Okay. Have a good afternoon. I know, right? Later. Bye.